Another one. We the best.
In this video, we're going to learn how to clone and make something happen. This is a matchbox, the type you find in Nigeria. Okay, so we want to work starting from this side. You can see the rectangle shape right here. Okay, this is the rectangle shape, and you can see those shapes inside it, right? The color is white and brown. So we're going to try to create that on our Corel Draw, shall we? Let's go. So one of the beauties of graphic designing is you can clone things and make them look like it. So this is a match box, the side of it that you scratch your matchstick against to make fire happen. So we're about to mimic that and clone it right now on Corel Draw. Click on this rectangle that's already drawn here. To draw this rectangle is easy, so let's draw it again. Just double click on this rectangle and there you have it. So I put a color in there that looks like this color here, and one way to do that is to go to this color eyedropper tool. Click on that tool, and so when you can see that it's showing the color. If I go to the brown, it's showing the brown. So I click on that color and I click on this where I want it to be. Boom, you have the same color here now. Simple. So we're going to draw another rectangle for this brown part. So we draw another rectangle, click the tool and draw the rectangle like that. Okay, that's pretty fine. We want to color with the same color that is here. Okay, this brownish looking color. We go to eyedropper, we go to that color, we click on it, we fill it. That's done. We can expand this by clicking and dragging out. We're creating that. So the tricky part of this is how to put these shapes into it to look like this. So I'm going to there are many ways to do this. I'm just going to do one that occurs to me right now as simple. And how do I do that? Look at this shape. One side, second side, third side, 4, 5, and 6. It's a hexagon, right? So we go to our tool. Here's a tool. That's a polygon tool. Hexagon is a polygon with 6 sides. So we'll click on this. And we can see that there's 3 here. We go to 6, 4, 5, 6. Now when we draw, it will have 6 sides, just like any of this. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I can do this, place it on this against this one, the original one, and try to get the same size like that. You can see that mine is quite tiny, so I'll change the width of the line here to 3. Good, pretty close. Then I'll duplicate, Ctrl D, and I'll put it right here. And I'll go Ctrl D, 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 D. Zoom out, continue with my Ctrl D, and it goes on and on like that. Okay, so I want it to be on a straight line because mine is pretty straight. I highlight everything, I click on B, which means below, then they will be lined up underneath the same line. You see that? And if I clicked T, which means stop, letter T, they will just be lined up on top. Now I can bring this down here. Right. Interesting, isn't it? Good. Now we want this same thing to appear up. So what do? We highlight it, we press Ctrl D, duplicate. We place that here to fit into it and use our arrow key to set it to almost perfect. Good. Now we have this. What do we do again? We take this, We Control D, duplicate, and we try to make it fit again on top of that. Use our arrow keys to set it. Good. We're almost there, aren't we? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can stop there. We highlight everything and try to pull it out. Simply make it bigger. Okay. Yeah. So we take out the extras that we don't need, that are outside. Take them out. We'll leave these ones in. So all of this, we can group them together by pressing this. These ones are not highlighted, so we'll group them very well. Group everything and press this or Ctrl G. Now they'll move together if I move them. Even married and a graphic designing matrimony. Beautiful. So now we can fit into the brown space that we have. Perfect. But we need the color to look like this color, right? Go back to your color dropper. Go and pick that color and put it on this. See that? The color begins to change. Simple? Okay? But that's going to waste my time, so I'm going to undo and do another simple method. On Corel X7, since I started using that color, it brought the color here. You see? For example, let's look for a color that is not here right now. This side, right side, is my color palette. That's where I place it. So look at my colors. So I'm going to pick a random color, let's say this lemon. If you look here, you can't see any lemon. When I click on lemon here, it colors it lemon, but it does one more thing. It puts lemon on this side, which means a quick access to lemon. But I don't need lemon, so I'm going to Ctrl X, undo. So what I'm trying to say is that when I use the color dropper to pick this color, it automatically added the color here. This is the color. Okay, you see that? So I'm going to undo, because what I want to color now is the edge, not the inside of these shapes. And to color the edge, you right click. To color the inside, you left click. So let's see that. Now I'm going to left click and the inside will be colored. Left click, inside colored. Let's undo. Now I'm going to right click and the edges will be colored. Right click and the edge is colored. Now you have your match box. You have the side of your match box. You see that? We can delete this because it doesn't even look as fine as the one that we just did. So here is the side of the matchbox. You can compare that with any other matchbox, particularly the one that we just cloned. So our matchbox is fully cloned and the job is done. No more, no less. We can make this thicker. 4. And there you have it.